Tuarua. On this very blessed and sacred day, I want to give all thanks, praise, love, light and glory to our King of Kings, to our Lord of Lords and our conquering Lion, for instilling in all of us the strength, the courage and wisdom that we needed to carry out the work that we've completed for now. We await His grace and His mercy to replenish our cup, to restore our tinana, to clear our minds and our spirits of all the hara that is not necessarily ours anymore, and to make way for a big beautiful ball of light to come and fill this earth with all the goodness and all the praise of His glory. And I thank everyone who attended the Waitangi celebrations over the last 2 weeks. I'd like to thank everyone who attended Mokonui a Rangi Marae. I'd like to thank all our ariki who travelled from the Pacific Nations. I'd like to thank our native Magistrate King's Bench Court and our surrogate King, William IV, John Wanoa. And I'd also like to acknowledge our Admiral, Admiral Gregory Cook, and all the troops and the crew of Home Guard Global. It is my honour and it is my privilege and it is my duty to stand here before you in my native capacity, although I'm not in uniform. Due to the seriousness of this live, I will be in my native capacity. I was privileged with a rank, an up-ranking, due to my peace work. I was given the rank of Lieutenant Commander First Class. So I stand here before you as Lieutenant Commander First Class, Kaitiaki Kopu Tingere, representing Home Guard Global and KK Company, and representing my whānau, my hapu, my iwi, and my people. And on this glorious day, I am blessed as a child of God. I am blessed to be a child of Iwo, and I am blessed to be a servant to my people and the cause that we all stand for. And I'd like to thank you all for tuning in right now. And I'd love to ask you, please, humbly, to share this live out, as the magnitude of the things that I have to share with you have already gone worldwide. But due to the communication blackouts that we experienced and myself not having a phone, we were unable to broadcast from our perspective what took place over these Waitangi celebrations. All our ceremonies were recorded. They are now being compressed, edited, and they will be uploaded onto the homeguardglobal.com website for future reference, and making it record for all the people of the world to see. Everything that was done was lawfully sanctioned on Tauranga Tera in Waitangi on the 4th and 5th and 6th of February. Everything that I am presenting to you today is lawful, both in LAW and LORE. We will be talking Admiralty law, but we will also be talking tikanga, because we have succeeded in finding a way to bring our people together, both land and water, to work together to remove all corporations around the world. This is a serious notice and a serious report back to you, my people, who entrusted me with the duty to go about what I had to do, to set the record straight, to revive our nation, and to instill in our people the strength and the courage and the wisdom, but most importantly the truth, for us to work together, all peoples, all native peoples of all native countries, of all 256 countries of this nation. We have found a way to unite all peoples. And the things that I have to share with you today have been made public. They were done in a public forum. All ceremonies were done in a public forum. All ceremonies were sanctioned. And everything that I'm about to share with you is lawful. We have not fired one bullet to do the work that has been done. But we have done some great mahi, and I am happy to report back to you, those who have entrusted me to do this work. This will be my official report in my native capacity, in my Home Guard capacity as Lieutenant Commander First Class Kaitiaki Kopu Tingere. I humbly thank you all. I thank our Great One, our Creator, all our ancestors of all nations, of all bloodlines, and I would like to thank Papa Tuanuku for holding us down. in Eor's most wonderful, most mighty and most precious name. Amen. E ngā tūpuna e maranga mai rā, nei o moko puna e tū moke moke nei. Ka mimiti atu rā ngā tai e rere atu ana te waka e. Ka tū tonu rā ngā pau here here ka po ai tiri ko hua poke mahanga rua ki runga nai tonga ngā maunga korero. Ka ore piki te manu o tahona ki runga rawara rere ano e. E ngā tūpuna e maranga mai rā tūkua mahi hikote we hikote mana ki a hoi ai au. Te waka e. Apiti ono tātai hono, honga mate ki te honga mate. Apiti ono tātai hono, honga ora ki te honga ora. Tūturu whakamaua kia tīna. Haumi e, hui e, tai ki e. Ngā mihi whānau. Thank you for allowing me to do that. Like I said, because of the sacredness and tapu of the news that I have to share with you, and the statement I made in joining Admiralty law and tikanga law to work together, even though we are talking Admiralty, I still want to uphold the tikanga of my tupuna, passed down for thousands of generations, to honour them, to honour the things that they gifted to me, to make sure that I cloak myself in a korowai of peace, of love and protection, so that I may walk forward to carry out the rest of this mahi. So ngā mihi, kei te mihi, ngā mihi aroa hanui ki a koe whānau. On the 6th of February 2024, a dawn ceremony was held on Maiki Hill in Kororarika. It involved 24 men and women, led by Admiral Gregory Cook, now sanctioned by all taumata in ngā puhi as the Admiral of the people. We stood on Maiki Hill and we presented to the world 3 taonga that were gifted to Admiral Gregory Cook by the Waitangi National Trust. This meeting took place just under 2 weeks ago in a closed location, without anyone knowing that this was happening. The photos that I will be putting up later on are of the taonga, very specific taonga, gifted to Admiral Gregory Cook by the Waitangi National Trust. And these were presented to the world in a ceremony, a very private ceremony, only with the Home Guard Global present, but filmed for the sake of the public to know that this is real, what is happening. And I am a mouthpiece for this work. This is tūpuna mahi. And our tūpuna have ordained us with the kaitiakitanga of the world, of 256 nations. And I don't say that lightly. I myself envisioned all of this, and I thought it was all a dream. I thought it was all fairy tale. I sit here before you and I can tell you from the bottom of my heart, none of it's a fairy tale. We have been in a war, and everyone knows it. And we now have the tools in our hands under the protection of Admiral Gregory Cook and Home Guard Global. This is not a drill, this is not a joke, and it is not a dream. This is the raw truth of our history, the raw truth of the world waiting for the people of this land, the natives of this land, Aotearoa, New Zealand, te moana nui a kiwa, te ika Maui, te waka Maui, all nations. Due to the authentication of Admiral Gregory Cook's Admiralty, the Waitangi National Trust Taumata 20 of 20 invited Admiral Gregory Cook and presented him with Queen Elizabeth II's war sword, which also comes with a plaque of peace that was gifted to former Admiral, and I can't remember his name because I'm buzzing out and I'm doing my best to get through all of this straight. A specific plaque that went with the sword was also gifted to Admiral Gregory Cook. These two tonga specifically are meant to be in a glass cabinet on the naval vessel that is captained by Rear Admiral David Proctor. We have now revealed to the world that Rear Admiral David Proctor has been acting treasonous. He has been operating the Royal New Zealand Navy without Queen Elizabeth II's sword and the plaque, and they have not been secured in a glass case for quite some time. We have now revealed that to the world, that our own Admiral of our own fleet has committed treason of the highest. He has now been put on notice, real notice, and there are things happening in the background in regards to the military due to the revelation of these three tonga, not only on Maiki Hill to the world, but also on Taurangatira, in Waitangi, in front of the taumata, in front of the people, and in front of Home Guard global representatives. These tonga were also presented to the surrogate King William IV John Wanoa at the Native Magistrates King's Bench Court. The third tonga that was presented at the King's Bench Court was the six-pointed star war flag that all nations have been using to operate these wars. We are now the protectorate of this flag. It is over 200 years old, and it has been entrusted into Admiral Gregory Cook's hands, along with Home Guard Global, to protect these tonga and utilise them to stop all wars around the world, because we now have the power and authority back here in Aotea. This is not a joke. This is not a drill. And it is not a dream. All three tonga were presented on Taurangatira in Waitangi and sanctioned to be lawful. When these tonga were presented, the Royal New Zealand Navy had no choice but to recognise Admiral Gregory Cook and surrogate King John Wanoa as the process was done correctly and lawfully. So Admiral Gregory Cook, Home Guard Global, Native Magistrate King's Bench Court, surrogate King William IV John Wanoa were all given a 21-gun salute to acknowledge the tonga had finally been returned to the rightful home of the people, so that the people could go about making peace in the world. The war flag has been ordered to be burnt to stop all wars. This is real life Game of Thrones, and we now have taken the head off the snake by revealing and presenting all three of these tonga to the world lawfully, respectfully, to all the taumata of the world, to all whānau hapu, in a public declaration, a public proclamation. No more war. Queen Elizabeth II's sword, along with the plaque, will be put back into a case where they will remain in our hands for the rest of eternity. We will be making a native timber case for it, and it will be locked away under our protection for the rest of our lives. The King is on notice. He is very well aware that we have presented the tonga. All kings, all admirals, all prime ministers, all presidents have now been notified that we have all the war tonga and that the wars must cease. And in the background, all of those things are happening. This is not a joke. This is not a drill. And this is not a dream. Home Guard Global, under the guidance and leadership of Admiral Gregory Cook, was sanctioned in front of multiple witnesses to activate and arrest all corrupt government officials. They have also been given an opportunity to parley and ask for mercy. For those that do not wish for mercy, to do the right thing. We now have been sanctioned by the 22nd law of Surrogate King William IV, John Wanoa, to arrest and apprehend and lock them in chains, utilising the Hanging in Chains Act of King William III. It has now been sanctioned in action worldwide, and we now, Home Guard Global, have the authority, jurisdiction and tautoko of all waka involved, all taumata involved, to carry out these orders. I, Lieutenant Commander First Class Kaitiaki Kopu Tingere, have accepted that duty, have stood up and said, I will carry out those duties alongside Admiral Gregory Cook and alongside my brothers and sisters in the Home Guard Global Waka. This is not a joke, this is not a drill, and this is not a dream. Everyone has been put on notice. Everyone is now aware of the truth, and everyone is getting on board. Admiral Gregory Cook has gone off deck of Home Guard Global because he is now being rung by the masses. I'm talking presidents, I'm talking prime ministers, I'm talking kings, I'm talking diplomats, I'm talking admirals, I'm talking generals. There has been a worldwide military operation going on, and our Admiral Gregory Cook is going to be a spearhead in finishing all of this off and taking out all the rats and draining the swamp completely. This is not a drill, this is not a joke, and this is not a dream. 26 laws have been sanctioned by Surrogate King William IV, John Wanoa. Home Guard Global have been given their orders, and we have accepted on behalf of the people. What I would like to encourage you to do, for now, I have put up in the description the link to moaipowerhouse.world. It is very important you go on to that website and view the document that I have been tasked by our Surrogate King to take around the nation to whānau, hapu, marae, assemblies, and to the peoples, my peoples, to share with you this document, to share with you these new laws, so that you can order me and tell me, yes, you want me to carry out this mahi. We will not move without our people. I have made sure that. I would not be sitting here delivering these messages to you if that was so, if it wasn't so. You are now the owners, the trustees, the beneficiaries of your country, and you must help me by giving me your tautoko when I come around with this document to enact these laws and arrest the people that have caused genocide on the world. We will have help in doing this, but we are also looking for brave and courageous people to join this crazy dream, this crazy waka called Home Guard Global, that is full of love for their people, who want nothing but peace for their people, and who want to encourage our people to stand up, wake up. We have it all, and it is yours, and we are coming to bring it to you. We will not move without you, ever again. We will be putting things in place so that these wars, these genocides, never happen to our people again. So stand up, Aotearoa. Stand up, my people, and walk with me. Walk with Admiral Gregory Cook. Walk with Surrogate King William IV, John Wanoa, and the native kings, native magistrate kings bench court, to finish the wars all around the world. I mean all around the world. This is not a drill, this is not a dream, and this is not a joke. We have the keys. We have taken the head off the snake. Now we need help to go and grab the head off the snake and display it in public for everyone to see. No more war. No more genocide. No more raping and torturing and organ harvesting of our children. No more corrupt corporations. No more bought-out, sold-out coup-up prime ministers. No more governor-generals unworthy of their mantle. No more police leaders, navy leaders, army leaders who could have stood up and done something about all of this, but chose to take the money. But you may ask for mercy, and we may give it to you if that's what the people want. But it is up to our people to decide. Now it is real. You wanted it, well now you got it. So roll up your sleeves, pull up your big boy pants, stand up with us, and let's end it all. Because we can. This is not a drill. This is not a dream. It's not a joke. With these 3 taonga, they will go with Admiral Gregory Cook and be kept safe, and they will be presented at specific times. The Governor-General is being dealt with as we speak, and we will be declaring the outcome of this situation on March the 11th. It is all going to happen very fast. So I am asking you to clear your calendar for the next 6 weeks, because we're already moving. It's already happening. And with the small, mighty 300 that we had up on Mikey Hill, my brothers and sisters of Home Guard Global, KK Company, G Company, K Company, HB Company, HBC Company, CC Company, HT Company. You are now finding out that these men and women that stood on Mikey Hill and delivered these taonga, and then delivered them to Taurangatira in a formal ceremony with the Admiral Gregory Cook, are your heroes, are my heroes, are people we've been waiting for, who chose to get up at 4 o'clock every morning, go swim in the ocean because we were ordered to, march up Mikey Hill because we were ordered to, dropping to do press-ups because we were ordered to, yelled at, screamed at, and brought together like anything I've ever experienced before. So to Home Guard Global, to my brothers and sisters and all those companies I just mentioned, I salute you. To our Admiral Gregory Cook, you're the fucking man. You're the man. And I salute you, sir. 10,000%. Now I'm with you all the way. And this is my public declaration in front of all these people watching. And I hope this goes viral. To the end of the earth, sir. Rah-ref. The king has been dealt with. The king currently sitting on the throne is not the rightful king, and it is very important that I inform you to do your research in regards to who the true king should be. We have now officially, formally challenged King Charles of Great Britain that he is not the lawful and rightful heir to the throne, that the lawful and rightful heir of the throne is His Majesty King Ernest Augustus V of Spain, the eldest of the King George line, the line that was usurped by the Rothschilds when they reinstated or instated and sold their bloodline and put Queen Victoria on the throne. That line has been unlawful ever since, and we will be reinstating the true bloodline back to the throne of England. But he will be under our watch and our protection, and we will be the Admiralty that keeps him in law, keeps him in line, and keeps him in the faith of the people. We have removed all the pedophiles in Buckingham Palace. They are now running for their lives, because the taonga have been presented to the world, and they know it is over. We also have a team in a very special location right now. They were flown out the night of the 7th. We had a special ceremony on the 7th also, and the team was dispatched to a very, very specific location to deal with some very, very specific business. And then Home Guard Global will go to this location and they will do the business on your behalf to arrest all these pedophiles, all these genociders and murderers. So it is important that we understand what Home Guard Global is doing in regards to removing the unlawful King Charles from the throne. It has been done. And it is important that you study and research King Ernest Augustus V of Spain and his bloodline to the King Georges, King George III, King George IV, and also King William III and King William IV. We are returning the throne back to kings, the rightful kings of all these thrones. But the power, the mana, the rangatiratanga of this nation and the world will remain here. And surrogate King William IV, John Wanoa, has stated on Taurangatira in Waitangi, the 4th and 5th and 6th of February of 2024, that once everything is reinstated, he will hand it all back to Ngāpuhi to clean the contracts up, to clean it all up, and then reinstate it back to the people. And this must be the process. Do not feel in your heart that we are taking anything away from any whānau or hapu. We are restoring the mana of this nation, and it must be done this way. It must be done in a specific process in order for it to truly be activated and never fucked with again. Excuse my language. I'm encouraging you to utilise the moaipowerhouse.com.world website to do your study, to do your research. There's multiple documents on there we must all learn, and I have been tasked by our surrogate king to take this document of over 400 pages around to our people. And I have no idea, well, I do. It's been an honour to have been tasked with that privilege. Surrogate King William IV John Wanoa, as of yesterday, has also offered me a seat on the King's Council to sit on the King's bench with him and finish off this mahi. I've not accepted, but I'm sharing these with you. I was also invited by the Ariki of Tahiti, Bora Bora, Rarotonga, Aitutaki, Hawaii, to sit with them. And this coming Tuesday, I am meeting with them in Naruawahia to finish off our ceremony, where they will be ordaining me as the Ariki of our mokopuna of Te Moana Nui a Kiwa. They have also offered me a chair on their High Council of Chiefs to be rangatira for our wahine of Te Moana Nui a Kiwa. I've still not accepted them, but I am going to sit in council with them this Tuesday. I've also been gifted 2 other korowai which I cannot yet divulge, but in due time, when our team that is in a specific location finish their mahi, I will be activated in those korowai, and they are very significant korowai. For myself, with our mahi with Te Rākauoki and our tamariki, that mahi is still being done. This next month for me, starting from tomorrow, This is how fast everything is moving since we've done what we've done. I'm in tauranga to help a whānau have their children return to their care. Then I will be meeting with the Ariki of Rarotonga and Tahiti and Bora Bora in Naroa Wahia to either finish or continue our kōrero around these 2 seats that they have offered me. Then I will be meeting with my own whānau in regards to my tupuna who signed the Declaration of Independence to share with them what has just happened. To get their tautoko, for me to carry my ngere name throughout the country and deliver the message that I'm delivering. Then we will be meeting with our hapu to share with them what has happened. All these meetings have been arranged and set up because that's how fast things are moving. But before we come out to all the other marae whānau hapu, we must go to our own first, because this is the process. This is tikanga. On the 2nd and 3rd, I will be presenting all of these things alongside Admiral Gregory Cook in Taupo, and also sharing the document to get tautoko from all our rangatira representatives in the motu who dare to show out, who dare to be courageous enough to come and meet with us and hear this kōrero. And then I will be in Auckland on the 5th for another presentation in regards to Te Rākau Oki. Now I will be presenting the document of the Native Magistrate King's Bench Court, and we will wānanga about the magnitude of this document and the taonga that we've presented to the world. And then on the 24th and 25th, we will be upholding our duty to support Massive for a 2-day community wellness event around sexual violence and sexual exploitation of our children. And I encourage all of those people in our rohe to know mai haere mai. On the 25th, on the afternoon of the 25th, I will be doing a full presentation in Kaikohe in regards to Home Guard Global, Native Magistrate King's Bench Court and the document. And then from there we will plan a nationwide hikoi. I've been tasked to do this by our surrogate king, and I will be in kōrero on what that will look like, because this will mean me being on the road full time for at least 6 weeks to go to as many people as I can to get their tautoko, so that we can finally arrest these murderers, genociders and pedophiles. This is not a drill. This is not a joke. It's definitely not a dream. Now I'm asking you to be courageous in trusting me and believing that everything that I have done has been tūturu, and that my intention was always for the betterment of my people, to secure a safe, peaceful and prosperous future for our tamariki, for your mokopuna, for their mokopuna and the many generations to come. We have defeated Satan. We have taken his head off, and now we need your help to go and collect it so we can display it in public for the world to see. The head is being dealt with as I speak. I can guarantee you that. I swear it on my life and my heart that this work has been done. And once again I tell you, this is not a drill, this is not a joke, and this is not a dream. You've asked for it. We've done it. Now stand up. Stand up and own it. Stand up and admit to yourself you were wrong. Because I've had to. 5 times yesterday. 10 times the day before. But it's the truth. The whole truth. And nothing but the truth. So help me God. I declare this publicly before you. I declare this publicly, not only to you watching here on Facebook, but to our nation who will watch this at some point and probably think I'm still a conspiracy theorist, to still think that I am crazy. But I am able to tell you without a word of a lie, without any doubt in my heart, without any ounce of evil tainting my spirit, I am your servant. I heard your cry. I heard your plea. I've walked this walk for 4 years, tainted, martyred, for the mahi that I was doing, for the people I was walking with. Today I sit here and tell you it was all worth it. It was all worth it, whānau, and we have done it. And there are going to be massive changes happening all around the world. Watch the news, please. Read the subliminal messaging. They're not telling you exactly, but they're telling you. So I encourage you to watch the news. Regardless of how much you hate them, it is the way that we have to get the message out slowly. Because not a lot of people are going to handle this truth. Not a lot of people are going to understand this Admiralty talk. I've had to quickly learn and school myself in it all because I resisted it. But the change is here. It has been done. It has been done, I reassure you. There are military operations going on right now. I can confirm that without a doubt. I know who Q is. Publicly announced on the record. I've been working alongside him the whole time, and I didn't even know. How about that? All the stuff we watched, all the stuff we thought about, it is real. We have been in the Game of Thrones in the real life, and we didn't even know, but we knew. How about that? It is not a drill, it is not a joke, and it is not a dream. I am still processing what has happened over the last week. This is my first day of respite. I tried to take time yesterday, but I needed family. My sister has offered me a place of respite. I'm here on my own, processing. But because of the magnitude of the work ahead, I needed respite to process it all. It is massive. It's unbelievably believable. And this is my public declaration to you of what took place in Waitangi this year on the 4th, 5th and 6th in the year of our Lord 2024. We have declared to the nation that we now hold Queen Elizabeth II's war sword, along with the plaque that should be on David Proctor's boat. I will no longer recognise him as the Rear Admiral. He is committing treason by operating without that sword, and he has been put on notice and dealt with. We've also presented the 6-pointed war flag, which is the war flag to stop all wars, sanctioned on Taurangatira to be burnt to stop all wars. And this will be done publicly for the world to see. All nations are now on notice, and they have acknowledged the notice. This I can tell you. This I can tell you for sure. And to all our people out there who were martyred, who were laughed at, keep going. Don't give up. Because everything you're doing is correct. It's true. It's right. It's real. Everything you're fighting for. Your truth is real. Don't give up. Get stronger. Get ready. Get out and do some running. Because we're going to need you all to help arrest these people. We only have a small group of dedicated home guardians. We need more. But we're not mucking around in home guard. We're not a cartoon show or a cartoon character. You want to join home guard, you have to be prepared. You have to be prepared to be yelled at, like from a drill sergeant. You have to be prepared to run up hills. You have to be prepared to go swimming in the ocean at 4 o'clock in the morning. You have to be prepared to clean toilets. You have to be prepared to cook for people. You have to be prepared to be a kaitiaki. Because that's what home guard is about. Kaitiakitanga. In its finest form. Military style, of course. Because we need order. We need order and good direction. And we have that with Admiral Gregory Cook, now recognised and sanctioned. And gone worldwide. This is not a drill, this is not a joke, and this is not a dream. Home Guard Global does not only take volunteers who can offer up 100, 500 or 1,000 hours of your time. You can also join as a supporter to support the notion of prorogation that we thought we needed, but now it's already done. We've prorogued the state. But we still need people. There is still work to be done. This is not a drill, this is not a dream, and this is not a joke. I humbly sit here before you as Lieutenant Commander First Class Kaitiaki Kopu Tingere of KK Company Home Guard Global, asking you, my people, my brothers and sisters, to stand up with us and restore our nation together. In order for me to get around the country and do this mahi, we need your help financially. We are looking for a camper van to transport myself around the motu, delivering all of these messages in the physical, and then allowing you, asking of you humbly if you will support us by putting your tohu to this document. Whānau, hapu, rangatira, we're ready to move, but we need your help. I know that I have asked a lot of our people financially, and it's all gone to a good cause, but this will be the greatest cause of my life. This is my true purpose, to truly free my people and to help our children all around the world. If you believe in this notion and this message that I have delivered, please donate to our kaupapa so that we can get on the road as soon as possible. This is not a joke, this is not a drill, and this is not a dream. This is going to take resources for me to do this. It's going to take resources for myself and the Admiral to do this. And with our small team, we will travel the nation. And we even invite James Dobson to come along and have a kōrero with us. Love you, brother. No hate for him whatsoever, because the devil's been dealt with. And I know that the rats will claw to keep their illusion up and to hold us in captivity. But we're not like that anymore, are we, whānau? We're going to be strong from this day onwards. We're going to stand up from this day onwards. And we are going to unite with Home Guard Global to do this mahi. It will be announced to the world. He has already been invited by other admirals to the Arch of Admiralty in the City of London. Those meetings are being organised as we speak. I can guarantee you this to be true. His Admiralty is authenticated. His Admiralty is now known worldwide. And he is the High Lord Admiral of the fleet. This is not a joke, it is not a drill, and it is not a dream. Where we go one, we go all is a real thing. Read between the lines on that one. I'm humbled, I'm gracious, and I am worthy of the ordainments that I have been given. I am honoured, I am humbled, and I am worthy of the tautoko that has been given. And I am humbled, I am worthy, and I am gracious for your love and support and belief in me to carry on this mahi, to ensure the restoration of our nation, to ensure the ending of slavery, and to ensure the future of our tamariki mokopuna. Alongside my brothers and sisters of Home Guard Global and our Admiral Gregory Cook, we have succeeded. but the work is only just getting started. So we need your help, whānau. This is real. We are the operation that has been going on. I can guarantee you that to be true. So on behalf of KK Company, Home Guard Global, Native Magistrate, King's Bench Court, Surrogate King the 4th, William the 4th, John Wanoa, and our Admiral Gregory Cook, thank you, thank you, thank you. From here on out, I can't guarantee the comms that I'll be able to keep up with and doing lives, because I have to reset everything because of what's just taken place. But please believe me when I say that this mahi is for our tamariki, and Te Rākau Oki will not go into the shadows. It will go into the waka of Home Guard Global, and it will always be there. But Home Guard Global is the waka that I will be continuously driving, because I can hold all of those korowai in that waka and keep them safe and protected. It must be this way for myself. It must all be this way. I know it to be correct. I know it to be lawful, both in LAW and in LORE. And I know it more than anything to be truth. The truth of our history and the truth of our future and where we go from here. It is now definitely, most definitely, and certainly up to you, the people, to give me your orders, to direct me, to arrest all of these genociders, murderers and pedophiles. You must now find the courage in the coming days until I arrive on your doorstep with the document to ask for you to support Home Guard Global in this mission. So organise in your communities, please. Organise hui, with whānau, with hapu, with assemblies, both in the common law, in Home Guard Global and in the Native Magistrate King's Bench Court. We do not acknowledge Māori and Pākehā. We acknowledge natives, natives of these lands. If you were born on this land, you are a native, and you are my brother, and you are my sister. Everyone must come to these hui, but it is up to you, in your rohe, in your community, to organise as quickly as you can, and then wait for the roster, the calendar that I will send out in regards to my hikoi around the nation, the hikoi of all hikois, to come to you, humbly before you as your servant, to get your tautoko, to do this work. Once again I say we will not move without you, though we've had to make moves in the background in order to activate all of these processes and all of these taonga and all of these laws that have been enacted. It is now go time. The green light has been given, and we are the worldwide military operation. We are now the people's operation. It has now all been given in our hands. It has all been declared publicly. It has all been correctly processed, and it has all been sanctioned by the people. Here in the north, on the 4th, 5th and 6th of February, on Taurangatira in Waitangi, undenied, 21 gun salute. And as we left the grounds after our presentation, we were given the 22nd salute. The salute to clear the chamber, to acknowledge that we had done the correct process in presenting these taonga to the King's Bench. This is not a joke, this is not a drill, and this is not a dream. We are the military operation that will be going on, but we need your help. And this is my public declaration and notice and report from both Home Guard Global and also the Native Magistrate King's Bench Court. It has been a privilege, people, to come to you with this news, to share with you the success that we have had in the last week, and humbly ask you to allow me respite in the next 24 hours. I will attach our bank account to this, and I hope you believe in us enough that you will tautoko this next part of my mission. Mahi on our sanctuary will carry on. I will only be taking a small team from there. And we will join the Admiral on the road, full time, doing this work. We have a 6-week window to get this done, so we'll be moving very quickly. So please, Whānau, please dig deep into your heart and your spirit. Dig deep. Get on board and help us make this happen. Nō reira e te whānau katoa o Aotearoa, New Zealand, te ika o Maui, te waka o Maui, te moana nui a kiwa, te ao. Kei te mihi, kei te mihi, kei te mihi. To my ancestors, thank you for the pattern that you wove to bring me into this world, so that I could do my mahi and serve my people and free them. To our atua, who have guided me and protected me, so that I may do this work, thank you. To all my angels out there, our tohunga that have watched my back, protecting me in your korowai of peace, thank you. To my blood family, my mother, my father, my brother, my sister, my aunties, uncles, cousins, nieces and nephews. You have sacrificed more than anyone to be martyred. You were martyred. You haven't had me for 4 years because you believed in me and set me free to do this work. And I am the luckiest daughter in the world. I'm the most grateful and gracious daughter in the world. I'm humbled to be your daughter. Thank you, Mum. Thank you, Dad. I love you. And to all of you, let's go. Stand up, get excited. Get really excited. We are bringing peace to the world. And even saying it now is still unbelievable. But it's the truth. So let's do this together, whānau. Nō reira, ngā mihi, kei te mihi, e mihi aroha nui. He karakia whakamutunga, mō tēnei kōrero, he karakia whakamutunga, mō tēnei huihuinga. Kia inoi tātou. Kia tātou katoa te atawhai o te tātou ariki a ihu karaiti. Me te aroha o te atua, me te whiwhinga tahitanga ki te wairua tapu. On this most sacred, gracious and blessed day, give all thanks, praise, love, light and glory to our King of Kings, our Lord of Lords, our conquering lion, our giver of life, our taker of life, our provider and our protector, for instilling in all of us the strength, the wisdom, the courage and discernment to get up and stand up for each other, for our nannies and papas, for our mamas and our papas, for our taiao, for Papa Tuanuku. for rangi, for all of them. Set the captives free. Let's set our captives free. In Eo's most wonderful, most mighty, and most precious name. Amene.